India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed nations, locked in a perpetual state of mistrust and hostility, the shadow of conflict looms large, a constant threat to regional and global stability. From the icy heights of the Himalayas to the plains of Punjab, the line of control stands as a stark reminder of their fractured relationship. The question remains, why do these neighbors, bound by history and culture, continue to teeter on the brink of war? The answer lies buried in the tumultuous events of 1947 and the unresolved issue of Kashmir. The echoes of partition, the mass displacement and the bloodshed continue to fuel resentment and suspicion. Every generation inherits this legacy of conflict, perpetuating a cycle of violence that seems impossible to break. The world watches with bated breath, hoping for a miracle, praying that cooler heads prevail. But for now, the future remains uncertain, a tinderbox waiting for a spark. The seeds of discord were sown in the waning days of the British Empire as the colonial rulers struggled to maintain control over a vast and diverse land. As the sun set on colonial rule, India, the jewel in the crown, was partitioned along religious lines, giving birth to two nations, India and Pakistan. This division was not just a line on a map, but a deep and painful rift in the hearts of millions. What followed was one of the largest mass migrations in human history, marked by unimaginable violence and suffering. Families were torn apart, communities were shattered, and the landscape of the subcontinent was forever altered. Millions were displaced, their lives upended, their homes lost. The refugee camps overflowed with people who had nowhere else to go, and the trauma of this displacement would haunt generations. The wounds of partition ran deep, leaving an indelible mark on the psyche of both nations. The emotional and psychological scars were as profound as the physical ones, shaping the identities and histories of India and Pakistan. The partition, however, failed to resolve the fate of Kashmir, a princely state with a Muslim-majority population but a Hindu ruler. This unresolved issue would become a source of enduring conflict. This became the bone of contention, the flashpoint for 3 wars and countless skirmishes. The region has seen repeated cycles of violence, with each side claiming their right to the land. The unresolved Kashmir issue continues to be the biggest obstacle to peace between India and Pakistan. The line of control remains a tense and heavily militarized zone, with frequent clashes and civilian suffering. It is a festering wound, a constant reminder of the shared history that binds them and the bitter dispute that divides them. The legacy of partition is a complex tapestry of pain, resilience, and an unending quest for peace. The decades since partition have been punctuated by periods of intense conflict. The first war erupted in 1947 itself over Kashmir, ending with a UN-brokered ceasefire that left the region divided along a fragile line of control. In 1965, a second war broke out once again over Kashmir. Despite military escalation, the conflict ended in a stalemate. The 1971 war, however, saw a decisive victory for India, leading to the creation of Bangladesh. The Kargil conflict of 1999, marked by high-altitude warfare in the icy heights of the Himalayas, brought the two nations perilously close to another full-blown war. These conflicts have not only resulted in immense human suffering, but have also cast a long shadow on the political and economic landscape of the region. The scars of war run deep, perpetuating an atmosphere of fear and distrust. In April 2025, tensions escalated dramatically following a deadly attack in Indian-administered Kashmir. The region, already a flashpoint for conflict, was thrown into further chaos. The attack, which claimed the lives of 26 people, was blamed on Pakistan-based militants. The grief and anger among the local population were palpable as families mourned their lost loved ones. India accused Pakistan of orchestrating the attack, while Pakistan vehemently denied any involvement, calling for an independent investigation. The diplomatic fallout was immediate and intense. The incident sparked a war of words between the two countries, with accusations and counter-accusations flying thick and fast. Politicians and media outlets on both sides fueled the fire, each presenting their own version of the truth. Adding fuel to the fire were reports of a covert Indian military operation codenamed Operation Sindoor. This operation, shrouded in mystery, only served to heighten the already simmering tensions. Details remain shrouded in secrecy, with conflicting accounts emerging from various sources. Some claimed it was a preemptive strike, while others suggested it was a retaliatory measure. While Indian media outlets claimed it was a significant cross-border operation targeting terrorist infrastructure, the lack of concrete evidence left many questions unanswered. Pakistani officials dismissed it as a fabrication designed to deflect attention from India's internal problems. Protests erupted in Pakistan, with citizens demanding transparency and accountability. The lack of clarity surrounding Operation Sindoor, coupled with the already heightened tensions, created a climate of uncertainty and fear. People on both sides of the border watched anxiously as the situation unfolded. The incident served as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of the India-Pakistan relationship and the ever-present danger of escalation. The historical animosities and unresolved disputes continue to cast a long shadow over the region. Section 5. A shadow over Kashmir. Caught in this crossfire are the people of Kashmir, who have been living under the shadow of conflict for generations. For decades, they have borne the brunt of this bitter dispute, their lives scarred by violence, their voices often unheard. The stories of their struggles and resilience rarely make headlines, yet they persist in their quest for normalcy. The idyllic valley, once known for its breathtaking beauty, is now synonymous with militarization, checkpoints, and human rights violations. The constant presence of armed forces has altered the landscape and the psyche of its inhabitants. The people of Kashmir, irrespective of which side of the line of control they reside on, yearn for peace, for a life free from fear and uncertainty. They dream of a future where their children can grow up without the looming threat of violence. The heavy military presence, the frequent curfews, and the restrictions on movement have taken a toll on their livelihoods, their education, and their mental well-being. The daily challenges they face are a testament to their resilience and strength. The conflict has created a generation of Kashmiris who have known nothing but conflict, their childhoods stolen, their futures uncertain. These young souls carry the weight of a conflict they did not choose, yet they continue to hope for a brighter tomorrow. Their plight is a tragic reminder of the human cost of this enduring conflict, a stark reminder that peace is not just the absence of war, but the presence of justice and dignity. The world must not forget the people of Kashmir and their enduring struggle for a peaceful and just existence. Section 6. Living under the nuclear shadow. The India-Pakistan conflict is not just a regional concern, it carries global ramifications. Both nations possess nuclear weapons, making any escalation a terrifying prospect for the entire world. The spectre of a nuclear confrontation, however improbable, hangs heavy over South Asia. The consequences of such an event would be catastrophic, not just for India and Pakistan, but for the entire world. The international community has a moral obligation to work towards de-escalation and dialogue. The risks are simply too high to ignore. The focus must shift from managing the conflict to resolving it. The world cannot afford to stand by as two nuclear-armed neighbors remain locked in a perpetual state of hostility. The time for dialogue, for reconciliation, is now. Section 7. Can trade bridge the divide? Despite the political tensions, there exists a strong undercurrent of economic interdependence between India and Pakistan. Unofficial trade, routed through third countries, flourishes, highlighting the latent potential for economic cooperation. Formal trade, though limited by political constraints, holds immense potential to boost economic growth and create jobs on both sides of the border. The benefits of increased trade, however, extend far beyond economics. Enhanced trade relations can foster people-to-people contact, build trust, and create a constituency for peace. It can help bridge the divide by fostering a sense of shared interests and prosperity. However, political will is crucial to dismantle the barriers to trade and unlock the full potential of their economic relationship. Section 8. A fragile peace past diplomatic efforts. The path to peace, while arduous, is not entirely uncharted. The past offers glimpses of hope, instances where dialogue and diplomacy have yielded positive results. The Indus Water Treaty, signed in 1960, stands as a testament to the power of dialogue. This landmark agreement, brokered by the World Bank, has survived wars and political upheavals, ensuring the sharing of the Indus River system's waters. The Kartarpur Corridor, inaugurated in 2019, facilitates visa-free travel for Indian Sikh pilgrims to a sacred site in Pakistan. This initiative is a heartening example of how religious tourism can be leveraged to promote peace and understanding. These examples, though few and far between, demonstrate that dialogue and diplomacy can pave the way for a more peaceful future. Section 9. The road ahead towards a shared destiny. The India-Pakistan relationship stands at a crossroads. Will history continue to repeat itself, or can they break free from the shackles of the past and forge a new path towards a shared future? The challenges are immense. The wounds of the past run deep, but the costs of continued conflict are simply too high. The time has come for bold leadership, for innovative solutions, and for a genuine commitment to peace. The future of South Asia, and indeed the world, depends on it. The choice rests with the leaders and the people of India and Pakistan. Can they seize the moment and create a brighter future for generations to come?